The end of Victoria's Secret? Why you will lose money if you buy Victoria's Secret stock today. Stock Market for Beginners series. Victoria's Secret is dead. If you are new to stock market investing, or you just want to learn the basics before you put your hard-earned money into the stock market, you come to the right place today. I want to show you the basic of investing using Victoria's Secret stock, ticker symbol VSCO. I will tell you why it's not a good stock to invest in right now, and when to get in if you are infatuated. Also, I am so hot today. If you are lured into Victoria's Secret's web and you couldn't get out, or you just want to get into the stock no matter what, I will let you know when to buy and how to make money with your favorite companies. I will keep you posted on this channel. Why some of the stocks go up and Victoria's Secret stock keeps going down. Why bond market and macroeconomic matters in your investing journey in the stock market. Why the CEO matters when you invest into a consumer discretionary stock like Victoria's Secret. I will explain it all right after this.
How you like that? How you like that? Look at you, now look at me. Look at you.
Welcome back to the Audacious Money Witch channel, where we talk about macroeconomy, stocks, bonds, and commodity markets. If you like any of these topics, you are intelligent. That's why you're here, and you know what to do. And push my button if you like what you see in today's video, because you're already a success. It is done when you join the Audacious Money Witch Club. This video is brought to you by my website. If you're a good boy, go to audaciousmoneywitch.square.site to add more meaning into your life. If you play your cards right and completely submit like my good boys do, then I will take you under my wing. Author of best-selling books, Goddess Cheryl. My good boys always get rewarded handsomely. You are such a good boy. You like hearing that, don't you? You want to get into the bookstore. You want it to be real. You want it to be true. You want to join the Audacious Money Witch Club, don't you? Victoria's Secret is a kind of retail business you can keep an eye on next time you go to your local mall, shopping with your wifey or your girlfriend. You can actually see how the business is doing. You can go into the stores and tell them you want to invest in their stock, and ask them how was the sale through that week compared to last week. You want to do this kind of market research before you decide to buy the stock in this current economic environment. However, you might find out more negative news and you can't control the market and the economy. So it's good to go look at a stock chart. The best one I use is TradingView. It's totally free and good to go for beginners. Here you can see the stock chart of Victoria's Secret. It's in a down channel. Keep making lower lows. There is no bottom forming. Today the stock is down 8% because they missed on their earnings and revenue. A double miss. If the market wasn't a big green day, it will be down more than 11%. Those are short-term stock metrics and fundamentals. They are related to the macroeconomic, which is related to the bond market and the Fed. If you only think about a stock or a business right now, you will get into trouble with your investment down the road. If you don't know where this road leads to, is this road going to go uphill to the mountains or downhill to the beach? Before you buy a stock, always ask yourself, how long are you going to be with this company? because you want to think about where the macro economy is going. Is the Fed printing money a year from now or deleting money? Is interest rate going to be higher from now or lower? Is inflation going to be higher or lower? How are you going to do that is watching the bond market. The long-term bond market will tell you where the mortgage rate is going. The 20-plus year long bond ETF, TLT, is the one I use the most to track the direction of inflation or deflation. Now let's listen to what the CEO, Martin Waters, has to say about the macro environment. The first quarter continued to be a volatile macro environment for our customer, and as the quarter progressed, business became more challenging. Sales were in line with our original expectations. However, we were more promotional than planned and ended the quarter at the lower end of our adjusted operating income guidance. When they say adjusted, it means the actual result is even worse. Sales performance was particularly challenging in our core categories where there was significant decline in the overall stores and digital intimates market in North America. The company reported net income of $1 million or 0.01 per diluted share for the first quarter of 2023. The result compares to net income of $81 million or 93 cents per diluted share for the first quarter of 2022. The company reported net sales of $1.407 billion for the first quarter of 2023, a decrease of 5% compared to net sales of $1.484 billion in the prior year first quarter. Total comparable sales for the first quarter of 2023 decreased 11% compared to the first quarter of 2022. This is a bad sign, a red flag if you have decrease in either earnings or revenue. Most investors like to invest in companies that grow revenue year over year. Plus, they want free cash flow to grow year over year. That's how those stocks keep going up. That's what you invest for. The free cash flow or future cash flow of a business. When a company has decreased earnings and revenue year over year, that means the business is not only not growing, but it's shrinking. I am sure you don't want your hard-earned money to shrink. As a beginner investor, you must read 10K of a business before you buy it. From their 10K, risk factors are crucial. Deterioration in economic conditions in the United States and globally has had and may continue to have an adverse effect on our business, results of operations, and financial conditions. The current macroeconomic environment is characterized by record high inflation, supply chain challenges, labor shortages, high interest rates, foreign currency exchange volatility in global capital markets, and growing recession risk. Such economic volatility could adversely affect our business, financial condition, results of operations, and cash flows. And future market disruptions could negatively impact us. An economic downturn or recession or increased uncertainty may also lead to increased credit risk, higher borrowing cost, or reduced availability of capital and credit markets. Our sales are impacted by discretionary spending by consumers. Declines in consumer spending have in the past and in the future may result in reduced demand for our products. Increased inventories, lower revenues, higher promotional activity, and lower gross margins. Continued volatility in the availability and prices for commodities and raw materials we use our products. Our financial performance could be adversely impacted by heightened rates of inflation, which are subject to market conditions. Inflationary pressures on the products we sell could impact our revenues and profitability, especially if we are unable to adjust our retail prices to reflect changes in our costs. Plus, the sale of women's intimates, apparel fashion, and personal and beauty products is a highly competitive business. I think Victoria's Secret has a narrowing moat, mainly because though they have scale, the barrier to entry is too easy. Anyone on Amazon or AliExpress can sell lingerie and compete with their online channel. Some say Victoria's Secret is the mean girl of women's wear retailers. They claim the lingerie retailer has not only refused to change its business model, it has refused to change its "you can't sit with us" tone. It seems pretty obvious to the consumer world that Victoria's Secret is on a path to self-destruction. Even without controversial interviews, executives leaving the company, and high-profile celebrities speaking out against the lingerie brand's refusal to implement exclusivity and representation of all body types. But as we know, the first step to any kind of recovery is admitting there's a problem. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the brand will be owning up to their misgivings anytime soon. The fact that Victoria's Secret replaced CEO Jan Singer with Martin Waters, proving that the company, which was founded and still largely run by men, actually has no interest in breaking from the male gaze. If Victoria's Secret continues to make decisions uninformed by their consumer base, the majority of which is female, the company will almost certainly soon be their own undoing. And my book, Believe You Are Worthy. You are such a good boy for watching my video right till the end. Bye.